Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a baby mama, tell a bill collector, tell whoever you may be dealing with. You tell somebody about Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, because you're now rocking with the best. And since you are now rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Hey, we got to go today, y'all. We got to go in today, y'all, and we are talking about the undefeated South Carolina women's basketball team, back-to-back regular season, undefeated seasons. Yeah, we talk about South Carolina 29-0, 16-0 in conference play. Can we do a celebration shot for these Gamecocks? Because I don't know what time it is where you are right now, but at the Williams household, it is shot o'clock, and it is shot o'clock. So we about to turn up the way that we always do on shot o'clock. And this first shot is in honor of my girl, Auntie Janet, part of the Te-Hina Paopao family. So, sister girl, this is for you. This is for you right here. Shot of some type of tequila. It's going to be good, and this goes to you, my girl. Let's go. And I had to start it out. With the Te-Hina Paopao towel and kicked it with some of her friends, some of her family. So amazing, so much love, so many pictures, aunties, brother, everybody, uncles. Yo, Paopao's family is straight up amazing, and it is my pleasure, it is my honor, and it is my joy to meet them. So dope, so dope. Let's talk about these Gamecocks. Let's talk about these Gamecocks, all right? We're going to talk about these Gamecocks because, you know what? I made a prediction yesterday. We're going to win by, 15, 20 points. And then, then other players get time and blah, 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 all these different things, right? What I did not factor in, this is one thing I didn't factor in. I didn't factor in the refs. I did not factor in the referees whatsoever in this basketball game. But I don't know what I saw in this basketball game today, this afternoon. I don't know what I saw. I have no idea what I saw. I don't know what transpired in this basketball game. I don't know if the refs are trying to keep the game close. And I'm not the type cat that wants to, say refs took a game from us or refs, it was the refs' fault. But I'm just saying. I don't know what I saw. It was some ticky-tack fouls. It was some fouls that shouldn't have been called. It was some obvious walking situations. I don't know what was going down in this game. But I tell you this right here. I don't know the ref name. I don't want to call nobody out. But one of these refs at tonight's game should not get paid. They don't deserve to get paid in this ball game. First off, you got Cardoza who fouled out the basketball game. What? Cardoza don't foul in no basketball games? She fouled out on seeing her. She fouled out in front of her mama, her sister, and in front of 18,000 fans. She fouled out the game. Because they were calling some mess that I ain't seen before. Like, it was literally like if you blow a kiss at somebody, it's a foul. Who does that? Anybody do no mess like that? So you had a situation with Cardoza fouled out, was in foul trouble in the second half. You had Ashlyn Watkins could never get a rhythm because she was in foul trouble. You had so many players. We had 20 total fouls in this basketball game. And then Tennessee, they had 19 themselves. It was terrible on both ends. because I can't say that Tennessee got more calls than South Carolina, because both of it just sucked. It just sucked. And I hate to start the show like that, talking about some referees, but you can't take, this is senior day. This is senior day. And this is important. This is SEC. This is the last regular season game. SEC tournament start, on Wednesday. This is for seeding for Tennessee. We already said because we number one seed, get a double bye. We already said number one team in the country. So we already said. So he ain't got nothing to do with us. Ain't got nothing to do with us whatsoever. But what I'm saying is, you calling games like this is why girls get hurt. If you don't call it the right way, it was multiple times where players was on the ground. We don't know if somebody get hurt because you calling. You got Kellie Harper, who is comical watching on the sideline. You just get your popcorn. That's what it is. Get your popcorn. Get your popcorn to eat and watch Kellie Harper because she off the chain over there. She was up the whole game. She never sat. She was up the whole game. She was complaining. She was fussing. But Dawn did the same thing. Dawn was chasing referees down the court. They didn't know what it was doing. They don't know what they're doing. But despite the horrible display of the referees, the Gamecocks won by 8 points, and the game was so much closer than it should have been because we did not shoot the ball well whatsoever, and it ain't got nothing to do with Tennessee. They ain't got nothing to do with no Tennessee. That is straight up us. We was not hitting our shots. The Gamecocks shot 33% from the field. You talk about a number one team across the land in field goal percentage, shot 33%. I said before in the preview show, I said that if we shoot, like we shot last time against Tennessee, and we won but 11 points, when we shot like 14% from three. Well, we didn't shoot 14% from three because we shot 25%. That ain't all that itself. You're talking about 4 for 16. So that wasn't good at all. But I have no idea we're going to shoot no 33% from the field against no Tennessee. Had no idea, but the shot was off. It was off. But, Tennessee wasn't better. They shot 36% from the field and they shot 21% from three. But it just was raggedy. Offense was raggedy, y'all. It was raggedy. I don't know how much to say. And the game started like I don't know what was when I got the tweet saying that you got Te-Hina Paopao and Bree Hall and then Fulwiley. Fulwiley started the game this season. Cardoza and Sania Feagin. First, I was like, what in the hell? I was so surprised that starting lineup was going to be going to begin the game. I was surprised. I was, could be Don trying to rest some players. Could be, trying to get some different looks. Could be you're going to get off to a better start because we did get off to a better start. We had 20 points in the first quarter. But I don't know. It really caught me off guard. It really caught me off guard in terms of the starting lineup. And then the game started, and I was like, oh, okay, this is the way it's going to be today. This is the way it's going to be for Captain Will today. I'm going to see some stuff today that wasn't in the scouting report, wasn't in the prediction that I talked about. But I guess a game like this against Tennessee, playing against Rickea Jackson, who played well, and I just thought we was going to shoot the ball so much better. But we didn't, and we still won. We won by 8 points. Tennessee going to be in the tournament. They'll be in the tournament. They're a good basketball team. Rickea Jackson is the truth. Offensively, she's the truth, But we had some really bright spots in this basketball game for our ladies, and it was senior night. It was so awesome. Bringing out the highlighters, they parents and stuff coming out, and that was dope. And then you got, Sakima Walker come out, and then you got Te-Hina come out, and then you got Camila Cardoza was the last one to come out. It was so awesome. It was so crazy and amazing seeing family members and everybody supporting. You're talking about 18,000 strong in this arena today. and it was awesome. And you talking about multiple standing ovations and pictures and love and so much love. And I already told you about Te-Hina Paopao and her family, and I got the towel and everything. And then they come out, in their cultural stuff. And it's like, oh, just awesome. Just awesome. And the love that was displayed from the fans, it's just amazing. It wasn't on TV. It wasn't on TV, but go YouTube it. Go YouTube it. It was awesome. It was just awesome. So I just so much love, and we don't know. Dawn Staley said it at the end of the game when she got the microphone. She said, talking about we got you. This ain't the last This ain't the last home game because we got a couple games coming up. We got a couple games because we'll host the first round, the second round. You know damn well we're gonna win the first round, the second round. Don't cancel Christmas on that one. Don't you bet the over. You bet the over on that one because that's a Colonial Life Arena. I don't care who we play, but we could be playing whatever team at whatever time, but it's at Colonial Life Arena and we don't lose there. So it ain't gonna be no upsets, tragic 16 beating the number 1 seed and all this other mess. That ain't gonna happen. But Don said that, we need, it's been times where we host the first and second rounds and it's not a sellout. It seems the attendance goes down when we go in the first, second round. So with her doing that plea, damn well it's going to be a sellout. Both games. People went on Ticketmaster and StubHub and SeatGeek and that brother on the corner who be selling tickets that ain't even for sale yet. How the hell he get those tickets and ain't even for sale yet? And he be getting them. Everybody, you talking about Nuck and Peanut, they already got the tickets. So they already got the tickets. So it's going to be a sellout. It's going to be a sellout. So, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. And we don't know they're going to come back. Don said it right there. He said, she said, this might be, I love that key word, might. This might be the last time you see Cardoza and Paopao and Sakima. Might. She didn't say it will be. So there's hope. There's hope. And when there's hope, there's a chance for Camila and Te-Hina and Sakima to come on back to Colonial Life Arena and USC. Go for your masters. Go take a golfing class. Go take a swimming class. Go take a whatever. I don't know, a class, auto mechanic class. I don't care what it is. Whatever class you can take and still graduate already and come back for another year, you take that class. I don't care what it is. What I want to see is these ladies come back to USC and run this thing back one more time. So we're going to start with the scenes. We're going to start with Camila Cardoza. Camila Cardoza had 23 minutes. I already told you she fouled out, but she was balling. Camila Cardoza was balling today in her short 23 minutes of basketball play. You tried to take it from her. SEC referees. You tried to take it from her, but she still has 18 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Okay, this is what Camila Cardoza did today. 6 for 13 from the field, 6 for 7 from the free throw line. Okay, the girl played great. She played great in front of her mama, in front of her sister. So great. Camila showed her in a short period of time that she played today why she should be the SEC Player of the Year. She showed that. And this is what I'm going to do tomorrow's show. Tomorrow's show, I'm giving out the SEC awards. I'm giving out the first team All SEC. I'm giving out the second team All SEC. I'm giving the Defensive Player of the Year award. I'm giving the Sixth Woman of the Year award. And I'm giving the Freshman of the Year award. I'm doing it my own way in tomorrow's show. And you definitely know that Camila Cardoza is going to be the SEC Player of the Year. She is the best player overall for our basketball team, and she plays for the number 1 team across the land. Okay? So, by my metric, that's the best. Okay? That's the best. And then we're going to talk about Te-Hina Paopao. She played well, too. She played well, and she goes in his motion. She's just so smooth, just a smooth operator. On the one end of the court, you had Rickea Jackson, make a nice layup, nice shot, like a fall away, whatever. And I turned to my wife and said, hey, Rickea Jackson kind of smooth. And you know what happened on the next possession? The very next possession, Te-Hina Paopao took the ball, did her little thing, Because she'd be going around in circles sometimes, going around in circles, trying to find an opening, whatever, did a little circle thing, and then laid it up. I said, yeah, but we got a smooth one too. And don't let the smooth taste fool you now. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. We got some smooth players on our basketball team. They got a Rickea Jackson, but we got a Cardoza, we got a Te-Hina Paopao, we got a Bree Hall, who had I don't know how many block shots today, did her thing, but Te-Hina Paopao, in her 34 minutes of play, 5 for 12. In front of the field, 5 for 12, 2 for 5, and for the ones, and my Marlboro credit math, my Wallace math says that 2 for 5 is 40%. 40%. So that's really good from the 3-point line. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. You know she's gonna make those. She's getting about 90% of her free throws, but that ain't it. That ain't it. Because she also had 4 rebounds, solid, had 4 assists, and she ain't have not one turnover. That's Te-Hina Paopao. And she plays solid defense. So when you look beyond the box score, and you kind of see the dividends that the growth that Te-Hina Paopao has done since she came over here from Oregon, you see the better defensive play. You see the smile on her face, how she loves playing for South Carolina. Love playing for South Carolina. Girl, please stay one more year. Please stay one more year. With sugar, what's the thing called? With sweet tea and sugar on top of that sweet tea. You have some sweet tea and put extra sugar on that thing. You know that's dangerous. That is straight up there. That's like having red Kool-Aid where you just put so much sugar in there where you just can't even drink it. You just can't. It's just like it's just. But that's Te-Hina Paopao. Come on back. We need some more lights out pow on this basketball team. That's what we need. And then, we had the third one, Sakima Walker. Sakima Walker didn't play much tonight. She only played 3 minutes. But in them 3 minutes, she tries really hard, in that time. She ain't had no statistical stats today. But she will. She works her butt off. And we will see more Sakima Walker in the SEC tournament. And this is what's going down. So those were our seniors for today. And they put in work. Let me see about I'm gonna make a call to MiLaysia Fulwiley. MiLaysia Fulwiley. And statistically, you just look at the statistics, she was 4 for 12. 4 for 12. She was 1 for 4 from the 3-point line and 4 for 7 from the free throw line. So statistically, the stats don't tell the whole story of MiLaysia Fulwiley. And I say that the stats don't say everything because I'm gonna tell you the straight truth. Straight truth. MiLaysia Fulwiley can do anything with a basketball. MiLaysia Fulwiley can do anything with a basketball when she wants to. You just need to spread out, give her some room, and MiLaysia Fulwiley will get to the basket whenever she wants to. It's just up to her. It's just up to her if she want to go hard to the paint or I just want to shoot a 3. It's up to her. And she plays some really good defense. She got some ticky-tack, fouls that didn't even make sense. But, she still finished with 13 points. She still had 5 rebounds. She still had 3 assists. She still had 3 steals in this basketball game. Okay? MiLaysia Fulwiley ain't got to start. When you want to energize a lineup on South Carolina, you insert MiLaysia Fulwiley. That's what you do. You insert MiLaysia Fulwiley and something nice is going to happen. Something nice is going to happen. Let's go through a few questions. Let's go through a few questions today. And before we go through a few questions, I want to shout out Melanie. My wife went to the bathroom today and somebody to talk to her and said, "Hey, you got Will's wife?" And my wife was like, "Yeah, that's my baby." That's what she said too. She said, "That's my baby. That's my baby. You better say I'm your baby girl." So Jack Nimmons, what's up, fam? Hey, these missed layups are killing me on this early Sunday afternoon. Got me cussing soon as I get home from church. Well, we don't need to be cussing after we come out from church. That's not good. But I hope you prayed a little bit. I hope you did a little something, but the cussing and everything. But and I feel the same way. I feel the same way about the layups and the things that was going on in today's game. And the only way I can say is we got it out. We is out of our system. That bad offensive display that we saw today should not happen again. It should not happen again, I'm telling you. But Jack Nimmons, just get you a shot. Just get you a shot to settle down, brother. I don't know what you're drinking, but get you a shot of tequila, get you a shot of a whiskey, get you a shot of ginger ale, get you a shot of sweet tea. Whatever floats your boat, you do it, okay? And just calm down, brother. Shondell Matthews, nice first half for South Carolina, way to play tough. Bree Hall with a great block to finish off the first half. Good Lord. She sure did. She had a good block. I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it. Hey, Cam Will, great to see the family and fans in the arena. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was great. Thank you for the comment, girl. All right, Elizabeth Anderson, what's up? Let's go Gamecocks. Way to keep those turnovers down. Yep, we only had one in the first half. Great game, Rickea Jackson. Good luck going into the W. Yeah, I mean, all praises with Rickea Jackson. She put in work. She's fun to watch. She is fun to watch play. She played 37 minutes. She was 11 for 23 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. She did have 4 turnovers, but that is real talk. Turnovers and a defensive play, although she played better defensively today than she normally plays, it could be, the competition. The competition today, she played much better, but she's going to be good for the W. She is. She a bucket getter. Jack Nimmons again, a cap. We tend to forget Ashlyn is only a sophomore. Garden Jackson was a 5th-year senior. She is going to get so much better next year. It's going to be scary for these opposing players. Yes. Rickea Jackson is a 5th-year senior. Rickea Jackson should have played in the W last year. Rickea Jackson would have been a top 10 pick last year in the W, but she decided to come back. So, yeah, you're talking about a 5th-year player playing against a sophomore. And now, this is to keep it real. I still think that Ashlyn Watkins is the best defender in the conference. But Rickea Jackson is a WNBA player playing in college. Let's keep that in perspective now. Let's just keep it in perspective. And Ashlyn Watkins held her own now. I mean, she played 19 minutes at 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. She had her own. She wasn't no slouch out there today. And she, and she wasn't guarding, Rickea Jackson one-on-one the whole game. She got some buckets on her, and Watkins got a few buckets on her too. So it goes back and forth, but great point that she is a 5th-year senior. That's a grown woman going against a sophomore, all right? Going against a sophomore. Park and Hunter, just curious, did Dawn and Harper shake hands? Did not see before coverage stopped. I'm sure they shook hands. I don't think there's no animosity between Dawn Staley and Kellie Harper. I just know she's entertaining. Kellie Harper is entertaining. And I wish I had a media pass today going into that press conference. I know she said some stuff. I'm just saying. She said some stuff, but she is fun to watch on the sideline. Maple Leaf Productions, what's up? And thank you for being a member. And Parker Hunter, thank you for being a member too. Today proves we can win ugly. Yeah, today we prove we can win ugly. And the reason that we can win ugly is because we always play defense. We will always play defense. Was there ever a threat that we was going to lose this basketball game? No, it was never a threat that we was going to lose this basketball game. Y'all know that we was not going to lose no Tennessee in regular season, close out senior season. Ain't none of those things. Tennessee kept it close. Tennessee kept it close, but it was no threat, even though we shot like crap today. So offensively, this was the worst shooting game that we had in 29 games, and we still won. A lot of teams lost today. You got Ohio State, who AP poll had Ohio State is the number 2 ranked team in the country. I have no idea how Ohio State was ranked number 2 in AP poll in the first place. Let's begin with that. But, and they play Iowa today, and Iowa was a 7.5 point favorite against the number 2 team, supposedly, So they lost. There's other teams that's going to lose today, but Carolina don't lose. So you had Ohio State, who lost. You had, Louisville got blown out by Notre Dame. Blown out. You got Virginia Tech and Virginia playing tonight. It's teams going to lose, but Carolina finds a way to win basketball games. It's unbelievable. We play ugly. We play, grimy. But we find a way to win. We find a way to win. It's unbelievable, and I love every second of it. Michelle J, what's up, fam? Thank you for being a member as always. Tennessee come by basket home versus LSU, but of course they played us tough again. You are absolutely right, because when they played against LSU last Sunday, they couldn't find the basket. Today they couldn't find the basket, but we still won. And I said, and she also said, and I said, experiment with different lineups will help with the foul trouble. Cheers. You got it, fam. You got it. What happens next? We just thank you for being a member, first off. And for the ones who want to become a member, if you want to become a member of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, we're going to do another members only live show sometime this week. We're going to do that before the SEC tournament starts, or before South Carolina plays, I should say. But if you want to become a member, just don't use your phone. Don't use your phone to become a member. You go to, the regular computer. That sounds crazy. Go to the computer, go to my channel, click on the join membership and follow the instructions, and you will be good to go. And if you're not good to go, just hit me up, email me at capscorner@yahoo.com. But yeah, number 2 team goes down again. Gamecock Chuck, what's up, brother? It wasn't pretty, but it is a win. Bree Hall had a good game with her 3 blocks and 13 points. She did. You can't say enough about Bree Hall's defense. You cannot say enough. 3 blocks is 3 blocks. It's special. It's really special the way Bree plays basketball. It really is. I'm so happy for Bree Hall. So happy for her and her continued growth at the University of South Carolina. As she continues to get better and as she continues to make moves offensively and defensively, her senior year is going to be insane. She is on the precipice of being her on this team. She's on the precipice. She just a couple of clicks. Just a couple of clicks as she continued to get better and better and better. And like I said, the stats might not tell it all, because she was only 5 for 16 from the field. So she didn't shoot the ball well. She didn't shoot the ball well at all. She was 1 for 4 from 3, but that 3-pointer was a key 3-pointer. Okay. What I like most important about Bree Hall today was those 16 shots she took. We had an aggressive Bree Hall today, offensively and defensively. Defensively, she had 3 blocks. Bree Hall 6 foot tall. She had 3 blocks. Okay. And she had 6 rebounds. Okay. And a steal. And no turnovers. That's Bree Hall. So she is a quote unquote really good all-around player. So special. So we talked about Cardoza. We talked about Fulwiley. We talking about Breezy. We talked about Te-Hina. Let's talk a little bit about did we talk about Watkins? We talked about Watkins. We're 13 and 4, 5 for 11 for the field. I was, and I'm going to say, this is the caveat. I'm going to say this right here. Y'all know Raven Johnson, my favorite player. Y'all know Raven, my favorite player. She is my favorite player at Hollywood Crockpot. Be doing work, and I think she's the best perimeter defender in the conference. I think she is the best perimeter defender. Well, tonight, Raven wasn't Hollywood tonight. Raven went Hollywood tonight. She was off a game a little bit. She did an 0 for. She did 0 for 6 from the field. She was 0 for 2 from 3. Now, she still had 8 rebounds. She still had 4 assists. So her game, other than scoring, was really good, because 8 rebounds from a 5'9" point guard is straight up sensational. 4 assists in a game like this right here is really good. She tied for the lead in assists with Paopao, But what got me today was 3 turnovers. That's what got me today with Raven. The shooting would come and go. But I wasn't a fan of the 3 turnovers that Raven had. But I know she's going to lock it in. She's going to be fine for the tournament, and maybe the 22 minutes, because she's trying to rest her too, But I want to see a locked-in Hollywood bouncy Raven Johnson come the SEC tournament. I want to see her turn up and turn out for all the fans to see, okay? I want to see that. I know we will. I know we're going to see that. She will continue to drive this team. She will continue to get everybody in their spots. Her shot just was not falling. But you know what? Ain't nobody's shot was really falling today. it wasn't a great game. And when you shoot 33%, you're just shooting 33%, so that was Raven today. Paopao had a solid shooting, 5 for 12 from the field, and 2 for 5 from 3. That's really good. And Cardoza did 6 for 13. That was straight, and 5 for 11 for Watkins. But we missed a lot of bunnies today. That was not the norm. That we normally do. Okay, but we will be back. We will be back. And I'm saying all these things, but we're still 29-0. You know how many teams that wish they were 29-0 in the 360 teams that play in Division I basketball? All of them wish they was undefeated. But they ain't number one. That is undefeated. And that's the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks. So, it's what time is it? We've been 30 minutes in. We 30 minutes in to this awesome show. And we it's still shot o'clock. It is still shot o'clock. So, we are going to do another shot, and this is more tequila. So we're doing another shot, and I encourage Auntie Janet to do it. I encourage Tiff Brown to get her a shot. I know you got school tomorrow, but I encourage you to get a shot because it's early. It's early. I encourage my mama. I know my mama watching me right now. Mama, you need to go get you a shot of orange juice. Get you a shot of orange juice because your baby boy is turning up tonight. Turn it up because the Gamecocks undefeated. Let's do this thing. Cheers to the Lady Gamecocks. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, where we at? Oh, Tiff Brown, refs were horrible. Girl, yeah. I'm flying to South Carolina on Friday. Can't wait to see our girls ball out next weekend. Facts. Tiff Brown, yo, DM me, girl. Hey, Donald Baylor, they get a week off. Yo, and we was talking about that today at the game. It was me and Tofi. Tofi is Te-Hina Paopao's brother. We was talking about it today, and it's like, okay, the girls get rest. We get rest. Mentally, physically, get rest because we played today. We ain't playing Wednesday. We ain't playing Thursday. We don't play till Friday. We don't play till Friday. Okay? So we get rest. It's some aches and pains, some bones, some bumps and bruises that's been going on today that the girls need some rest. And then after this SEC tournament, we get a lot of rest. We get a lot of rest before we actually, play games that matter in the tournament. Yeah, I know we're going to play, I think, I don't know, whoever the first round, because we're going to be number 1 overall seed. Let's begin with that. So the number 1 overall seed will have the basically the worst team in the tournament. So some 16th seed in the tournament. We're playing Carolina at CLA. So that's going to be unbelievable. So the rest will continue. But we got a long way. But what I'm saying today is our ladies need to take a little break from basketball. They need to take a little break from basketball and just let their minds relax. Go get a massage. Go get your nails did. Go get your hair ready because you're going to be on TV. So we got to make sure everything is popping. And I know you're on TV all the time, but this is down now. Now you're going to have people who don't watch basketball start watching because it's March Madness. So I know I need all hair did. I need wigs tight. I need nails done. I need everything going straight for our girls. Okay? That's what I need. Locked in, and be camera ready to show up and show out for the University of South Carolina. I can't wait. Oh my God, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting a whole year for this. And please, baby, please, put Iowa in our bracket. I want them in our bracket. I want them. And I don't care how much a ticket costs. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I got to go to the stripper pole myself to get in to see Iowa versus South Carolina. I'm going to be there. Because ESPN, you ain't did much right this year. Get that one right. She is Bree Wayne. Expect this kind of refs if we play Iowa. I don't care. I want that taste wiped out. I want it. I sure do. Ronnie McKnight, thank you for being a member. Thank you. Nobody wants to get embarrassed. We will get everyone's best every night. It's lonely at the top. It sure is. It is lonely at the top. And we've been at the top for quite a while. You know what people ain't talking about? People ain't talking about LSU winning the title. Nobody talking about that. LSU ain't even talking about that. Now, when the season started, the old dream team that LSU had, they was talking about that. But ain't been no mention of LSU. Ain't been no mention of no LSU for quite a long time. Could it be because they lost their first game? Could it be because they lost multiple games this season? Could it be because they lost to South Carolina again at their home place when Kim Mulkey had on the feathered boa and had the horse and carriage, floating on clouds, all those things. Was any of those things transpiring? We ain't no talk about it on LSU. But LSU, I want y'all too. I want some of LSU too. I want some of LSU going down. Okay, so where we at? Darwin E. Our entire front court had 2 fouls before halftime. Brother, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, how you do that? And South Carolina is not a foul fest type foul team. We don't do that. We don't commit a whole lot of fouls. We don't do that. But the whole front court, 2 fouls? There's something going on there. It's something going on there. It is something going on. Something happening, Cap. Bernard Thomas, big win, but we got to cut down on unnecessary turnovers. But great to be undefeated in SEC play. So I mentioned that we had one turnover the first half. In the second half, we had 9. We had 9 turnovers. Now, we only had 10. We only had 10 for the game. We averaged, I think, 13, 14 turnovers. So actuality, honestly, we actually did better than our average today. We just shot the ball so bad. And you know what? I'm on another note. I want to do a shout out to last night. Wife and I went out to dinner at this joint called Mizzou. Mizzou, unbelievable service, great Japanese food, and we was chopping it up with our new friends, David and Debbie. So I know they're watching right now. So can't wait to hang out with y'all again. We always have a great time with these guys. So special. So and say good evening to DL. What's up, fam? What is up? Mick, we need an alpha dog. Someone to get you a bucket when we need it. Maybe for a while to become that player. I think the alpha dog, I don't know, man. I don't know, because thank you for the comment, though. I do thank you for the comment. I think we are I'm kind of torn with what I'm trying to say. I think that a team like South Carolina with so much talent, you don't need an alpha dog. Now, Tennessee, the alpha dog is Rickea Jackson, but also the rest of their players, with the exception of, Spear, is, I. But we don't have any players that's I. You go down the list of our players: Cardoza, Fulwiley, Bree Hall, Te-Hina Paopao, Chloe Kiss, Ashlyn Watkins, Tessa Johnson, Rickea Johnson. We have so many players that are really, really good. So you need an alpha, real talk. I think you need an alpha when your team ain't as good. You have an alpha. I mean, come on. We didn't see the Iowa game when they played Ohio State because we were playing the same time, right? But I saw the box score. I think I recorded the game, so I'll probably watch it tomorrow. But with that being said, Caitlin Clark is their alpha. You let ESPN tell she is the alpha. But even with Caitlin Clark, playing Iowa State, she's going to take the bulk of the team shots. And she shot 41% of Iowa's shots. 41%. So Iowa only shot, 64 times? 64 times. And those 64 times, Caitlin Clark shot 26 of them. I don't want no players on our South Carolina team shooting 41% of the shots. I don't want Fulwiley. I don't want Tessa. I don't want Raven. I don't want none of our players. Te-Hina Paopao, I don't want that because then the ball don't flow. So nobody's eating. So when you have, and we all know that Clark is the thing at Iowa. And once she leaves, we ain't gonna hear no more talk about no Iowa. Iowa gonna go back to being a bottom dweller in the Big Ten. Okay, but you shooting 26 out of the 64 shots at the basketball team shoots, and you shoot 17 out of the 28 3-pointers. I don't want that for Carolina. I don't want that for Carolina. And then you don't even shoot a great percentage. 10 for 26 was that 38%. I don't want that. I don't want the alpha shooting, less than, 34% from the 3-point line. I don't want none of those things. Now, we talk about an off game for our girls in terms of shooting the ball, but when you shoot the bulk, when the alpha is shooting so many shots, that alpha has a bad game. That alpha has a bad game, you lose. 9 times out of 10, you lose the basketball game. The Iowa won today, but play that way against a really good team. And don't hit me with Ohio State was number 2. Man, Ohio State with no damn number 2 team. There ain't no number 2 team in the land. I told you before, don't believe in this old AP poll. You believe in Captain Will, what I say. Most of the folks don't even watch. The AP pollers don't even watch all the games. Because you can't. You can't watch all the games. Such and such lost. They're ahead of us. So we got to push them up. Nah, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. But I appreciate you, Mick. MiLaysia Fulwiley is a bucket getter. She is a bucket getter for sure. And she is going to be special to watch this for the next, 3 years? She's going to be special to watch. And watch her defensively. Don't forget about that. Do not forget about that. Watch her defensively as well. Lysander Green, thank you for being a new member. And this is for Lysander. Sandstorm in my office. For Lysander, thank you for being a member. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. We got 267 people watching right now. 267 people watching right now. So everybody who's watching me right now, everybody's watching my pretty face and my need to be shaved self, hit that like button. Hit the like button. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribed to the best thing going on. Don't just subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we're trying to make the audio version of the channel, grow too. So I just encourage everyone to, if you are on the regular YouTube channel, I want you to do the Apple Podcasts, or Apple, what's the thing called, iHeartRadio, Spotify. So we continue on all platforms, because we're trying to take over. We are trying to take over. My family trying to take over. So let's do this. And if you're part of Gamecocks Talk with Cam Will, we all family. Everybody invited to the cookout. Mocha Latte, I think Cardoza is headed to the W. I think Cardoza is headed to the W as well. I think she headed to the W. But I wish she would stay. I tell you, I do. Tehran, Paopao great and still has a legit shot to improve her credentials for the W if she stays. For a while, it was a spark plug today. I agree with you, fam. I agree with you completely. Paopao really good. She's really good. And she's only going to get better. If she gets another year here, she's only getting better. She's going to get better defensively. She get better handling the ball. She get better. Her shot will continue to get better, if that's even possible. Her shot will continue to get better. Her shot will continue to get better, and she will have the opportunity. So look at it this way right here. She's been on campus since the summer. She's already in multiple watch lists for multiple awards. She's gonna get a SEC regular season ring. We got the SEC tournament. We win that thing. She's gonna get another SEC tournament ring, title, all those cool things, and then gonna challenge. We are the last time I checked, we're the 3-1 favorite to win the tournament. That would be amazing this year. But it'd be more amazing running that thing back next year. What if we go undefeated? Run this thing back. Terrence Lewis, 9 more games to go, and we're national champs. You said it. You said it, brother. You said it. Hey, Goody, this long fourth quarter drought has me worried. I hope it doesn't show up down the stretch in the big tournament. I mean, it's possible. It is possible. But I'll tell you this right here. I mean, through 29 games, we shot our worst. and 33%, I don't see that being duplicated, but it could happen. It could happen. We could have a tight game against quality competition. We could have a tight game. We ain't gonna blow every team out because, like someone mentioned earlier, every team, I think it was Michelle J. Every team comes out to play and they play the best they played against us. Now, playing Tennessee, twice a year has some things to do with it and know our tendencies and things like that. But with that being said, don't be surprised that we rise to the occasion and we continue to win, because I don't care who we are playing in the tournament. I don't care who we're playing in the tournament. There is no team out of 360 or the 359 other teams that we go into a basketball game and say that this team can beat us. We don't think that. We don't think that. Now, you have other teams that say, any team that Carolina plays, the other team says, no, we could beat them. But Carolina, the whole word is could. Whole word is could. And they got to play very well. And then we got to play bad. Now, today, offensively, we play bad. We play bad. We are number one in field goal percentage, number one in 2-point percentage offense, and we play bad. That ain't going to happen often. But our number one defense showed up today, which just shows up every game. So in order for us to lose a basketball game, because if we shot 33% and 25% from the three against a UCLA, against a Stanford, against any of those top level teams, then we will lose. We will lose. Because we are playing a really, really good basketball team, and we are playing terrible offensively. So we can't have those droughts. We can't have those lulls that we had today. And what you will see is the bench shrink. You will see the bench shrink. And when the bench shrinks for Carolina, Coach Staley is going to depend upon the ones that can get buckets. They can also play some defense, but also can put the basketball in the hole. We will see that. We will see that. We will see it in the first round. Nope. We will see it in the second round. Nope. We might not see it in the Sweet 16. We might see it in the Elite 8. We probably will see it in the Final Four. But at the end of the day, our talent is more than any other team. And we just got to play not bad. That's it. Just don't play bad. And we got a chance to win the whole thing. We play good. Our offense, it's really cut and simple. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. This is story time with Captain Will. This is how, this is story time with Captain Will. We all family, so we can share this secret sauce with y'all. This is the McDonald's secret sauce right here. So I ain't got no sponsorship with McDonald's, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So the secret sauce is, if we shoot 40% or better in field goal percentage and shoot 35% or better in three-pointers, we won the tournament. I ain't got to look at the box score. The tournament is won because I know our defense is going to play great. We shoot our average of 49% from the field, 41% from the three-point line. Every game is a blowout. It's a blowout. We just that good. In order for us this year, and I'm only talking about this year, I ain't talking about next year, I ain't talking about years in the past, I'm talking about this basketball team right now. If we play our average basketball, the 49.1% from field goal percentage, the high percentage in 2-point baskets, 41% from three-point line. We keep our turnovers to about 12 or less. We're going to block shots. We're going to rebound the basketball. All those things. And we will win every single game. And that's pretty much what we've done this year. The games where we have not shot the ball well were close games. There ain't a game that we played this year where we shot the ball well and the game was close. Ain't no game. We didn't shoot the ball well against Tennessee last time, and the game was about 11 points. Okay? That is the key for us. We have to shoot the basketball well. If we don't shoot the basketball well in the tournament, when the games that actually have some really good talent, I'm going to come on this show, and that's what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about. We lost the game because we didn't shoot the ball well against top talent. But grimy games like this right here going to help us. It's going to continue to help us, and I love every second of it. I do. But that's the secret sauce. That's the McDonald's secret sauce today at 17:54. We shoot 40% or better, no problem whatsoever. We shoot 50% or better, it's a blowout. Go to concession stand, go get you a hamburger, go get you some skins. You know what I'm saying? And we in the country in Greenville, ain't no telling what they're going to serve. You might have some pig feet out there. I encourage it. And to get some pig feet, I will have my own. Don't ask for my pig feet. Will, is Sarah Strong a lock to UConn or LSU? Any updates? No, she is not a lock for UConn nor LSU. None. Neither one. LSU better hope they get Sarah Strong. You know, LSU better help they get Sarah Strong because they have one player in the top 100. They have one player in the top 100. And that player is ranked 97th. Point guard from Louisiana. That is the only one they have in the top 100. That is LSU. So apparently, and I cannot quote, I don't know this for certain, but I tell you this right here. That recruiting guru that LSU supposedly have ain't on his job because this year, none of the top recruits are going to LSU. Maybe the writing is on his wall. Maybe the writing is, all the drama that went down early in the season. We all know what was going down. Maybe this whole transfer portal thing. I don't know what it was this year for LSU in returns to recruiting. I don't know. But what I do know is they got one recruit in the top 100, and she is ranked 97th. And South Carolina has the number 2. And this according to ESPN in the rankings. South Carolina has the number 2, number 12, and the number 26. And if I had to wager money on it, I would say Sarah Strong is going to be a Gamecock. I would say she's going to be a Gamecock. That's what I would say. So we will find out soon because I think she's going to make that announcement at the McDonald's All-American game in about a month. Amy KK, thank you for the member. The lineups are crazy in the general. Seeing some of these ladies play together in the last game was interesting. Wonder if there's some thought about NCAA tournament matchups. Yeah, I think that Dawn Staley, and great comment. I think that Dawn Staley was experimenting. I think she was experimenting with lineups today. I really do. And I think it's going to go with matchups. Watching Sania, because Sania didn't have a great game tonight, and she had an off game tonight. 18 minutes, 0 for 3, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks. That is not the typical game that Sania Feagin was having. During SEC play. So I expect her to get back into the groove and do what she do. And then Chloe, Chloe only played 14 minutes tonight. She only played 14 minutes tonight. She was in foul trouble. Feagin was in foul trouble. Yeah, so many players in foul trouble. Can get a rhythm, So, but yeah, I think it's going to be matchup driven. Karen Richardson, glad we got the W. Time to lock in for the SEC tournament and March Madness. Let's go. Impressive young team, 29-0. You got it. Facts on top of facts. Lysander Green, cheers. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a member. Tiff Brown, I'm here, Cap. Shots up. I'm getting my master's online, Cap. Becoming a nurse practitioner. That's what's up, girl. That's what's up. I haven't been into actual college in years. I will have my work done before next weekend, though, Cap. Don't worry. That's what's up. Congrats. Janet, yes, you missed shot o'clock. I did a whole presentation. Cheers for Auntie Janet You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We got to do another one. Because it's about to go down. So, baby, can you give me another shot? So this is for Janet, Auntie Janet, since she missed the first one. So, you know, got to do this shot. Got to do this shot. So, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the SEC tournament is starting this week. SEC tournament is starting this week. And we are, Gerald Butler, I forgot you, man. Who will be on the first and second team all SEC? You will find out tomorrow. I'm working on that tomorrow. And it's going to be fun. It'll be debatable. And some people probably won't like it, but I don't care. But I'm going to do my own version. I'm going to look at all the analytics. I'm going to look at the eye test. I'm going to look at all those things. And I'm going to actually look at something that these other polls or other first team, second team voters don't look at. And there's one thing that's called defense. That's what I'm going to be looking at as well. I will be looking at defense as I do my first and second team, you know, because defense matters. Defense matters. If defense wasn't mattering, if defense doesn't matter, Carolina wouldn't be number one team in the country. Now, we have the number 3 ranked offense. That didn't show well at all today. But we had the number 3 ranked offense across the land to go to our number 1 defense. But defense matters. And if you got a player who can score 25 points and, you know, all these different things and have a whole bunch of assists and things like that, that's really good. But on the other end, if your defensive rating is 97, 98, I don't think that's good. You got to play the whole, you got to look at the whole spectrum. It's a whole lot that goes on with being a basketball player. I got the shirt, basketball. Okay, I still got to put this on my YouTube channel so you can click it and buy it. It's really dope. But I don't care. This is me. I don't care if you have a high offensive rating. That don't matter to me. I don't care if you have a high defensive rating. That don't matter to me either. If I'm giving out the Offensive Player of the Year award, offensive rating, that is dope. That is great. If I'm giving out the Defensive Player of the Year award, which I will, that's all that I'm talking about. But when we talking about first team and we talking about second team, you know, defensive, first and second team, all SEC, and we talking about that right there, we talking about offense and defense. So you better have a really good offensive rating and you better have a really good defensive rating. So I'm talking about the folks who thinking that certain players going to be on my first team just because they played 38 minutes a game and they getting double doubles, but they don't play no defense. So that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. Defense matters. And hopefully my list will go trending across the land and people will take a look. So now we're doing another shot for Auntie Janet. Shot o'clock is whenever you want it to be. So Janet, it's shot o'clock right now. I know y'all doing stuff with the family. I know all these cool things. But we are doing shot o'clock right now. We're going to have a great time. We're going to continue to have a great time. And it is Sunday at 18:01. Shot o'clock. That is for Auntie Janet. So, SEC tournament starts this weekend. I can't say weekend. It starts on Wednesday. Now, we ain't playing. So, you have a whole lot of other teams, you know, that's playing that's not South Carolina. You know, they already got the schedule. Oh, okay. They already got the schedule. Let's see what's going down. So we can talk about some stuff. I like it. So as I pull this up, really, they tripping. Let's see Wednesday. So you're gonna have, let's see, Wednesday. I'm sorry, the internet's working kind of weird. They do not have South Carolina. They don't have the SEC on here yet. They don't. Okay, that's fine. We know it won't be South Carolina. By the time they get it up, we'll be fine. We'll be talking about it because we're gonna have a lot of content this week. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a lot of content from now into the championship game and after the content on top of content on top of content, because this is what we have been waiting on. This is what we've been. You're thriving. You're talking about championships. That's all. We just gotta get the taste out of our mouth from our. We gotta get all those things that we felt last week gone. We gotta get all of them gone, cause it ain't no time to feel like we felt last year. Now, some folks will say, "Oh, we went 36-1, went to the Final Four," but business wasn't finished. Business was not finished last year, and if we come up short this year, we're gonna feel the same type of way because we've been talking about, the best. The best. And it ain't bragging if it's true. It ain't bragging if it's true. It is not bragging if it's true. Yeah, it was like, I don't like the lie. I don't like the lie. But South Carolina the best team. South Carolina the best team. And when you say the best team in basketball, it's been Carolina for the last 5 years. It has. And Carolina, I'm just looking at AP poll. That's all I'm looking at, AP poll, whatever. And so you got Ohio State. Ohio State lost today. No. And they already, no, we ain't talking about Ohio State. Texas lost earlier, a couple of days ago. No, we ain't talking about them either. Stanford, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech been on a little run. They've been on a little run. Iowa, 24-4? 24-4. Southern Cal, 21-5. UCLA. Pac-10 is tight. You got the 7th ranked team and Southern Cal and the 8th ranked team and UCLA. You got Stanford, 4th ranked. You got a lot of quality teams. I mean, Texas number 3, right? And they coming over to the SEC. They coming to SEC country next year. I can't wait. It's going to be on. Really good basketball. They got Justice Carlton. They got Jordan Lee, 2 players who I wanted to be Gamecocks. But we got George Edwards anyway. We got Manny Dang anyway. We got Adele Tack anyway. So I ain't no love lost, but we'll see them. Yeah, we saw Te-Hina Cooper tonight. So Te-Hina Cooper on the sideline, in a nice sweatsuit. Because she ain't playing because she waited till late to enter the transfer portal. Don't like that rule whatsoever. Don't like that. I hope Te-Hina Cooper, because she's Carolina's finest. She's from the crib. So I want her to do well. I don't wish no ill will on Te-Hina Cooper at all. I want her to do great. But sitting out a year just because you miss, a deadline, you gotta wait till next year to ball. How crazy to be? Carolina won the championship this year, and she transferred out to go to Tennessee for more playing time. And we cutting down the nets. That ain't going to feel good whatsoever. That is not going to feel good whatsoever. And I really like Te-Hina Cooper's game. I really did. But the top teams, you talking about top teams, LSU beat them. UConn beat them. Notre Dame beat them. Utah beat them. I don't know. Some teams, and then you go down to other receiving votes. Duke beat them. North Carolina beat them. Ole Miss beat them. Whoever we play in the tournament, they got a ball. They got to bring it. They got to nobody's business. They got to bring it on. They got to bring it on because Carolina is on our game. Ohio State just show up. Y'all going to lose. Carolina's on our game. Texas, same thing. Y'all got a really good team. Y'all going to lose if we on our game. You're going to lose. Stanford, same thing for y'all. Virginia Tech, nope. Iowa, definitely not. I mean, Southern Cal got a great player in Juju Watkins. They got a great player in Juju Watkins. But if that USC plays this USC, we're going to drag them. And I hope we do to show them who the hell the real USC is. It ain't in Los Angeles. It's in Columbia. That's where it is. So, and who talking about UCLA? I like UCLA team. Lauren Betts is tight. You're going to see Sienna Betts, her baby sister going to be coming through, LSU. I've talked a lot about LSU when we play LSU. I hope we play them this weekend. We play LSU again in a quote-unquote neutral site, but it's going to be a home game for us because Kim Mulkey already complaining about that. She already thinking about, LSU and South Carolina going to be in the final 2. Probably will, unless y'all lose early. Probably will. But I would love to beat LSU once again. in that fan base. I would love it. But they got them like, nah, UConn ain't beating us. They ain't gonna be close to us. Oregon State, solid team. North Carolina State, all these teams, solid teams. But great teams. Let me say that one more again. There's a whole lot of solid, real good basketball teams in the country. And only one great team, and that's South Carolina. The team that was ranked 6th when the season started. That's South Carolina. That's South Carolina. The team that lost 5 starters, 7 overall players. You count TaLaysia Cooper, that's 8. Okay, so that's South Carolina. Is the great team this year. Not the other teams. We'll be favored against every team right now in the country. We'll be favored. And I'm trying to find a team that we won't be favored by 10 points. I don't know which one. Maybe Stanford, maybe Texas. I don't know. I don't know what team we won't be favored by 10 points. Single digits. It ain't no team that you're talking about less than 7 points. South Carolina on a neutral court. You put in Columbia, it's a wrap. But, the Final Four won't be in Columbia. It'll be in Cleveland. But ain't nobody watching me right now. And I'm talking about Carolina fans. I'm talking about any fans, Notre Dame fans, Iowa fans, LSU fans. We got a whole lot of to watch this show. Ain't nobody on this channel right now who'll be watching in the future would say that they will put money that any of the team will be South Carolina. Ain't nobody other than delusional Iowa fans would say that they will put money on Iowa to beat South Carolina. Ain't nobody. It ain't no one. And I dare to say that some of these delusional Iowa fans won't bet either. Because Carolina a better team. You lost, 3 times, 4 times? I'm like, come on. LSU? Would you put your money on LSU beating South Carolina? No, you wouldn't. And that's the tall tale. Is that the term? Tall tale sign? Tall tale sign. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. Tall tale sign that says that Carolina's the best. Vegas have us 3-1. 3-1, 4-1 on winning the chip. You have to bet $100 to win. Last time I checked, $100 to win $106. Who gonna do that? Nobody. That just say that how big of a favorite Carolina is to winning the chip. And it's a team that they said we couldn't do it. Oh, they're taking a step back. But ain't nobody. If you've been rocking with Captain Will for a long time, you already know what I said this summer. You know what I said, that we're going to bring it, and we're going to bring it, and we're going to bring it. This is some of these other clowns never did that. And they thought this is the thing. Then we didn't get respect. We didn't get respect that we got at the beginning of the year, so we need to beat everybody up now. Just beat everybody up. Another thing that I'm so keen on watching. With the tournament. I'm keen on watching the commercials. I am keen on watching the commercials because you got the number 1 team in the land. You got the number 1 team in the land who has lost 1 game in 2 years. Let's say that one more time. You got teams right now who's lost 3, and I'm talking about quality, supposed great teams, 3 games, 4 games, 5 games. And you got South Carolina who has lost 1 game in the past 2 years. 36-1 last year and 29-0 this year. At the worst, this is the worst that we could do. The worst that Carolina can do this year is lose 2 ball games. That's once in the SEC tournament and once in the big tournament. That would be 3 basketball games in 2 years. There ain't no program that can say that. None. And the year before that, we won the chip. The greatness of this basketball team is not discussed enough by the national media. It's not discussed enough. These commercials that's gonna be going on in the March Madness and all this stuff, it better start and it better end with South Carolina. It better, because we are the cream of the crop in college basketball. Now, I know I'm gonna be pissed off. I already know I'm going to be pissed off because that's not what we're going to see. Because at this point in time in 2024, we are not selling in team play. We are selling individual play. And that's fine. That's fine because that is helping grow women's basketball. But we are talking about the best team in the land. The best team in the land. And for whatever reason, the national media is not a huge fan of Dawn Staley. Well, I'm going to tell you this right here. Dawn Staley is our own. She's a sister of mine, and I've been rocking with her since 1992, and it is 2024. So that's a whole lot of years. You're talking about 32 years. I've been rocking with Dawn Staley. Okay? So Dawn Staley's in your face, and she's a winner, and she recruit winners, and they stay at the University of South Carolina. You don't like it? Change the game. Beat us. That's all I can say. If you don't like the way South Carolina is, beat us. And you can't. You can't. You can't beat us. You can't. And that's the narrative. So I'm going to be pissed off during the SEC tournament. I'm going to be pissed off during the March Madness stuff. I'm going to be pissed off during all the time because I already know that we're not going to get the credit that we deserve, and we're going to be talking about other teams, and we're going to be a footnote until we get to the Final Four, until we cut the nets down, and that's when you have to talk about South Carolina. And you got to put the queen herself, the GOAT herself, Dawn Staley, up in the upper echelons of the Mount Rushmore of the best college basketball coaches. You have to. You have to. So you continue to talk about it, we'll just beat you into it. Just make you. Go through a few more questions. So Terrence Lewis, Iowa may not make it past Sweet 16. They won't be in our region. You know, and Terrence Lewis, thank you for the comment, fam. You always comment. You've been rocking with me for a long time. And I have to say, you know, this goes to I was referring to the reveal that happened on Thursday night where they put the top 16 teams and they put down the regions and so forth. And so that, you know, and they had Iowa being the second seed in our region, you know. Now, if there was a reveal tomorrow, which I can't remember if Charlie Cream's going to do a bracketology update tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. I can't recall what he said he was going to do. But if he does an update tomorrow, especially with Iowa beating Ohio State today, you will see Iowa back to a number one seed. And that's what they want to do anyway. You want Iowa to be in a number one seed and not in a situation where they got to play a South Carolina, because they want the darling of college basketball in the Final Four. They want them in the championship game. With the best case scenario for women's basketball this year, real talk, the best case scenario would be South Carolina playing Iowa in the national championship. That's the best case scenario, because there's so many different movie scenarios. You're talking about Oscar scripts being written and just awesomeness with the revenge tour, Raven Johnson and you know, you got Caitlin Clark going to the W and Iowa beating South Carolina last year, and the juggernaut that South Carolina is right now, and just beating up everybody. That would be the scenario. So I think that will be the way, you know, for it to be set up when it comes out on March the 17th. Jonathan McQueen Cadwell, are you heading to the SEC tournament? That's the plan, fam. Not sure which days, because I got to put out a dope product for y'all. But that is the plan. Maple Leaf Studios Productions on today's game day broadcast. Lobo predicted LSU would make it to the Final Four. Jesus. Oh, Lord. See, Maple Leaf Studio Production, you're just trying to get me crunk today. You're just trying to get me crunk. You just want to. You're just saying stuff like that. Let me reiterate what Maple Leaf Studio Productions. I appreciate you being a member. On today's Game Day podcast, Lobo predicted LSU would make it to the Final Four this year. Hashtag she's dreaming. See, this is the thing. You want, and you know, this is ESPN. So you want LSU. You want Iowa. You want South Carolina. And you probably want a UCLA in the Final Four. They would lose their mind if UConn was in the Final Four. That would check every single box known to man if that was the case. That you have UConn and Iowa and South Carolina, LSU. I'm telling you right now, this right here. I don't see any scenario of LSU making the Final Four. There are several basketball teams that are better than LSU. Several. I don't, and Rebecca Lobo, you're a Hall of Famer, all those great things. But come on, girl. You know, first of all, LSU going to be a 3 or 4 seed. Probably a 3 seed in the tournament. So if they are a 3 seed, they will have to beat a number 1 seed to go that far. And if the number 1 seeds is South Carolina, let's say Texas, Iowa. I mean, come on. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to relax today. SRL, the refs are going to do the most if and when we play Iowa. I agree with you. Shakim, what's up, fam? I hope South Carolina plays Iowa. I can't wait for South Carolina to get their get back. If South Carolina plays Iowa, that'll be the perfect redemption arc when they win. I agree with you completely. And it'd be the perfect scenario. But I also think that we just a better team as well. Iowa is really talented offensively. They're really talented, but they don't play no defense. And you don't play no defense against South Carolina. You know, we will slow. Will we stop Iowa from scoring? Nah, we're not gonna stop them, but we'll slow them down. But if you don't play no defense, you ain't gonna slow us down. And at the end of the day, talent beats talent. You know, they got a really good player. We got a whole bunch of really good players. Okay, I'm just saying. So, my mama said, "Hey, baby boy, I want one of those shirts." So I gotta hook my mom's up. Kimberly Page, what is up, fam? Fulwiley defense has proved a lot. You are so right. So right. Her defense has been spectacular. And if you want to rewatch the game tomorrow, I know I will, rewatch the game and just watch it defensively. And if you have the capability to watch the game like now and then go back to early in the season and do the defensive comparison, it is straight up night and day. She is a special player, and she is only getting better. Terry Stevens, MiLaysia, starting brought great energy. You are so right. The crowd was straight up lit. The crowd, when it was announced that MiLaysia Fulwiley was starting, everybody like, whoa, oh, here we go. And then she scored the first basket. They're like, whoa. This is what we got right here. This is what we got right here. For real. Adi Janet, like, subscribe. What is up, fam? Shakim, we love you, Cap. Love y'all too. She is Bree Wankin. Camilla's family stayed till after March Madness. We need that aggressive Camilla. Yo, she was playing hard today. And I thank you for that comment because you made a great point. She played hard today. And I hope her family can stay. I'll chip in. We'll pass the collection plate. We will pass the collection plate. Whatever it takes for our family to stay longer so she can be in Greenville, because we do need that aggressive. And it's something about playing in front of your peeps now. It's something about playing for your family. I know my son gets a little hype. You know, when we arrive in Jersey and New York, when he got a track meet, he gets a little hype, get a little more bounce in his step. Because you know, daddy out there doing his thing. Like, okay, my daddy there, it's time to do some work. Yeah. And so I'm sure that's how it was with her. I am sure. And that goes with Te-Hina, with all the family members there, goes with Sakima, with her mom's there, everything. So I hope so. Michelle J., I hope KC's family stays at least a week this year. Yes. Stay the whole week. Maple Leaf Productions, thank you for the comment and being a member of MiLaysia Fulwiley, Andrea Carter's nickname. I like that. And I like Andrea Carter. She's one of my favorite ones. Andrea Carter, Carolyn Peck, Andrea Carter, Carolyn Peck. I think Alyssa Carter's from USC. Who else is my favorite? Elle Duncan. I like Elle Duncan. I always like Elle Duncan. Marley Mars. For today's game, I feel like our girls beat themselves. But yeah, not every game is going to be a blowout. I completely agree with you, fam. Every game is not going to be a blowout. And our girls made this game tougher because, we didn't shoot the ball well. Ernest Boyd, Cam Will. You don't have to worry if Caitlin Clark plays South Carolina. He's going to be there only for Clark support. Although Gamecocks are number one, it's all about Clark over she beats us. Not going to happen. You're right, fam. You're right. You're absolutely right. Michelle J, Iowa really going to be a bottom feeder next year, especially with the realignment of the Pac-12 going into the Big Ten. That is not talked about at all in women's basketball. The Pac-12 going over to the Big Ten, making this super conference. We talk about it a lot in football, but the dynamic of the Pac-12 going to the Big Ten and making this a super conference for women's basketball is straight up sensational for women's sports. You're going to have a conference. Let's go through the top 25. So the conference of the Big Ten, don't know why it would be called the Big Ten because you literally got 35 teams in it. But you're going to have Ohio State right now, number 2. Stanford, number 4. Iowa, number 6. Southern Cal, number 7. UCLA, number 8. Oh, my God. Oregon State, number 11. Colorado, 13th. Indiana, 14th. What? Utah, 18th. Baylor, 21st. This is all in the Big Ten. It is going to be a bloodbath in the Big Ten in women's college basketball. Next year is going to be lit. And then even with SEC, you got Texas and Oklahoma coming over. Those teams in the top 25 that go with South Carolina who ain't going nowhere. Then you got Tennessee's and all these other teams, Oh my, I cannot wait for the matchup. It is so great. And I'm so glad that I ain't got to look for the Pac-12 app or channel or whatever, because it ain't going to be there no more. It'll be on the Big Ten network and it's going to be amazing. Oh my God, I can't wait. Great point. Great point. Elizabeth Anna, don't forget the honey buns. What? Honey buns, sweet tea, pig feet. And then you might have a little new grape soda. It is going to be lit for the SEC tournament. And the Final Four, it's going to be in I'm going to have to add some stuff. We might add some hog balls. I know some of y'all know what no hog balls are. I know some of y'all don't. I don't know the hog balls. What about some chitlins? Y'all know what chitlins is? Y'all know what chitlins is? I know it's all parts of the pig. It's all parts of the pig. But it's going to be, it's Final Four time, y'all. It is Final Four time. It is a time to do what we can do now. Maple Leaf Studio Productions. Can you imagine being the coach, scout in South Carolina and never really know the starters? That is a sickening proposition. You don't know who's going to start. You don't know who's going to start, but you know everybody good. You know who's going to start. And you get the lineups because it's not like, okay, you playing on Thursday, right? You get playing on Thursday and you get the lineups like before the game. So you doing preparations. You bring up a great point. Doing the preparations, over the last few games. You're like, okay, so is Raven starting? Is Fulwiley starting? Is Chloe starting? Is Feagin starting? Is Watkins starting? You don't know because now regular season's over. This whole 6-woman thing is over. It's done. Watkins can start now. We're trying to make sure that she don't start enough games so she can win the 6-woman of the year, which is done. It is over. It is a wrap. She's going to win. But right now, you can pencil Watkins in as a starter in the SEC tournament and in the NCAA tournament. Oh, God, I can't wait. Country Notary, hey, everyone, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Make this thing grow. Continue to bring it. Continue to bring it. Tessa, this is from Robert. Tessa plays in-your-face defense too. She does. She's a really good defender. She has long arms. She's tall. She's quick. She can handle the ball. And she has one of the prettiest shots in the country. JB, love Tessa's game. Facts. It's just pretty to watch. Alan Paybon, Cap, I agree with you 100%. We get absolutely no publicity for our team. We've lost one game in the past 2 years. Amazing. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. If LSU lost one basketball game in the last 2 years, you will see them on social media talking about LSU every single day, all the time. If Iowa have lost one basketball game in the past 2 years, I ain't even say every day. I'm probably every other hour. They'll be talking about Iowa. And UConn, Lord Jesus. You talking about UConn, who is ESPN. They'll be talking about them all the time. But you talk about, little old South Carolina in the country lost one basketball game, which was a upset. If we would have won the chip last year, because we'd have played LSU, we would have beat the brakes off of them last year in the tournament, just like we did in the season. We'd have beat the brakes off of them. You're talking about 25, 27 points, okay? Easily. So you would have a team in South Carolina who would have been 38-0 last year. 38-0 last year, okay? To go along with this 29-0 right now. You talking about dynasty type stuff. And if there ain't no dynasty yet in South Carolina, well, damn it, it started last year. And it's continuing on right now. You need to put some respect on South Carolina's name. Those are the facts. And if nobody don't talk about Carolina like the truth that we are, I'm going to talk about it every chance I get. And then when I talk about it, y'all going to talk about it. It don't make sense to me. The hypocrisy that's going on against South Carolina is crazy. It's crazy. It don't make sense. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Adam Ritter, love you, Cap. Love you too, brother. Terrence Lewis. So you're basically caught up in this current era of scoring guards, disguising themselves as point guards. Raven's doing the traditional job of a point guard. Oh, that was at Shaquem. Okay, that was at Shaquem. And I'm not a fan. Y'all already know about that. Point guards are the lead guard for a basketball team. The definition of a point guard, according to Captain Will, is to make sure the offensive players are in position to score easier. That is the job. And then be the quarterback of the offense. But that ain't it. Because there's two sides of the court now. There's only one side of the court. And then on defense, being a pest on defense and guarding somebody hard, preferably the other point guard, and putting work on them. That is the point guard's role, according to Captain Will. Now, in this era of basketball, that is not the role of a point guard. In this era of basketball, there is no difference between a point guard and a shooting guard. How is that possible? Well, it is possible because several teams now are employing their point guard and with them having the ball, so you have a high usage rate of several players. Juju Watkins has the highest usage rate in the country. And I know some folks don't know what a usage rate is, but a usage rate is the percentage of time the ball is in a player's hand. So if you have the highest usage rate in the country, not on the team, not in the conference, the whole country, out of 360 basketball teams, you are going to score a lot of points. You are going to have a lot of assists. Ironically enough, you will get a bunch of rebounds, okay? Because of the higher usage rate. Now, I like Juju Watkins because she actually tries on defense. That is what she does. And she scores a bunch of points, but she take damn near half the shots as well. You will never see this concept on a South Carolina basketball team as long as Coach Dawn Staley is coaching the squad. That ain't never gonna happen. No situation, no scenario. So I spoke about Juju Watkins because we hear about Juju Watkins all the time in the national media, okay? We hear about it so much. And then we also hear about a Caitlin Clark. We hear about a Caitlin Clark in the national media all the time. We have break-ins from about Caitlin Clark in my basketball game. When my game is playing, I want to see my basketball game. I don't want to see other teams cutting into my game. You don't have the authority to cut into my games when my team is ranked number 1. We have the authority as the number 1 team to cut into your game. Okay? I don't care about that mess. So I talked about Juju. Juju Watkins' usage rate is number 1. Well, Caitlin Clark's usage rate is number 3 in the country. So yes, she's going to score a bunch of points. She takes 42% of the team shots. So damn, she's supposed to score a whole bunch of points. But here's the thing. She has a high usage rate, so her turnovers are high as well. Her turnovers lead the country. Imagine that. And on defense, she is bad defensively. So you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. So you want to highlight certain players and the gifts that they have that are God-given, but you also need to highlight the flaws that a person has. You have to. Otherwise, it's not fair. And I'm sick and tired of hearing what Raven Johnson does not do. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it because we never hear about other players of what they don't do. Everything we hear about Raven Johnson, oh, she can't shoot the 3. Oh, she can't do this right. Oh, she's not doing that. Well, I can always talk about this player who never plays defense, ever. But we never discuss that. But we want to pull up the flaws that Hollywood has. Is she a great shooter? No, she's not a great shooter. Is she a good shooter? She's working towards being a good shooter. But what she is a point guard. She is a point guard. And being a point guard also means that you rebound the basketball, you give assists, you have limited turnovers, which Raven is very good with an assist to turnover ratio. And ladies and gentlemen, you actually play defense. So you can miss me with all that comparison talking about what Raven ain't doing. You can miss me with that stuff. Talking about comparison what Te-Hina Paopao ain't doing. Te-Hina Paopao is the best shooter in the country. Only thing with Te-Hina Paopao don't do, she don't shoot 15 3-pointers in a damn basketball game. Other players do that. Te-Hina Paopao has a better shooting percentage, field goal, and 3-point percentage than any of these quote-unquote best players in the country have. The best. She's number 1 in the country shooting the 3-point basket. Number 1. Miss me with that mess. We are a very talented basketball team. And we have a quintessential, and I say that word like that, quintessential point guard in Raven Johnson. And I would not trade Raven Johnson for not any point guard in the country. None of them. Not Hidalgo, not Caitlin Clark, ain't none of them. I would not trade Raven Johnson for anybody because she does what Dawn Staley asks of her. And she's a sophomore. She plays better than defense than Clark, Hidalgo, Juju, Michaela Williams, all these players that we hear so much about. Madison Booker, all these players. She played better defense than all of them, but it's never talked about. It's never discussed. It reminds me a lot of Bree Bill when she wasn't making all conference teams in the SEC. It really does. It really does, because she was never given the credit until her junior and senior year when we knew as Gamecock fans that she was the best perimeter defender in the conference. We knew that. I think Bree Bill during her time at USC was the best perimeter defender in the country, but it was not talked about much until her junior and senior year. You know, with me, I'm giving these flowers whenever and however I can do it. All the time. That's why I do. So I went on a long diatribe because he had me a little lit. Okay. So Walter Johnson, Cap, I applaud your excellent support of the Gamecocks and Coach Staley. I've been a fan of Coach since attending the 1991 Women's Final Four. She is the GOAT. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, fam. I really appreciate it. Virgil Wimberly, captain. Will all three leave? All three seniors leave. That's a good question, fam. That's a good question. And we're going to leave it at that. That's a good question. We'll leave it at that. Talisha Webb, the bracket is out now. We'll talk about that bracket tomorrow. We will talk about that bracket tomorrow's show. And I'm going to have my all SEC first team, all SEC second team. We're going to have the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, SEC Rookie of the Year, all these different accolades tomorrow. Tomorrow's show, which is going to be dope, which is going to be amazing. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you tell a friend about Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And subscribe on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, in addition to YouTube channel. We continue to make this platform great. You're now rocking with the best. And since you are rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.